The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns.
Keep playing hard. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sione Takitaki in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Darnold caught here by Bell. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Haywood. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
To throw is Darnold. He hits White, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3 and out. On first down, it's Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check that.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more. Was nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check 53, Mike. Check 53. Lady. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on. Get some.
Here's Darnold. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they go to work on a first and goal.
Give me some. Here we go. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Kill. Go. Kill. Turn up.
Darnold now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
Pilot, 64, weak.
I got him. Check three. Mike, 53.
80.
3 bucks.
And 80.
Kill.
Second down and goal. Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Darnold to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up the block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go. Let's go.
Hey, alert!
Throwing. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. Kareem Hunt, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, it's Bell. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Go, go, go.
Third and long, it's Darnold. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Jannard Avery, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over first and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10
Go.
at their own 20-yard line.
20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20, 20. 20, 20
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Bang, bang, bang.
Darnold from the gun. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Smooth.
On first down, Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Bell. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Back to throw, Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
180. Pistol.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Run. We got double up.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, echo. Hey, we're 33. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
David Njoku. Out of bounds at the 26-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Steibert's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And only able to muster a couple, down to about the 27.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 27, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Check three. Lady.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to fourth down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
180!
Mike. That QB's trash. Let's go.
They run again on first down. Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On second and a couple, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Hurry!
53 is the mark.
Point it right. Regular.
A first down throw for Mayfield. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mike. So don't say nothing.
They run it again with Chubb. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Watch the curl.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
180!
Check 53 is Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Bell. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
29 is the Mike 29. Come on, boy.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. Myles Garrett. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
We're going to keep getting sacks.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
What's all of that?
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
It's caught inside the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Cannon. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the Browns, 19
Hey, high 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cannon. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll be 3rd down.
Under 10. 10. What do you want?
Again, Darnold. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On 1st and 10, Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal.
All day, every day, any day. 29
To the air again. Darnold looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Myles Garrett in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
6-6, pull it high.
Switch.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it 24-13. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
20. Regular.
Let's go.
Hey, wahoo.
On second and 9, Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 31 yards there and a first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the